Did you know that Stellar's XLM has surged by over 200% this month alone? That's right. And if you're keeping an eye on the crypto market, you won't want to miss today's deep dive into the latest developments that could potentially change the game for Stellar and XRP. So grab your favorite drink, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and let's jump right in. Imagine waking up to find that your investment has doubled in a month. Well, that's exactly what's happened here with Stellar's XLM. But what's really fueling this incredible growth? According to renowned analyst 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗏, Stellar is forming a 7-year Adam and Eve bullish pattern on the XLM USD pair, 1-month chart to be specific. This pattern has been developing since 2017 and signals an audacious upsurge that's set to catapult Stellar to new heights, somewhere between $3 and $5. But to put this into perspective, Stellar would need to grow by a staggering 930% to reach $3, or an astonishing 1,617% to hit $5. While these numbers might sound daunting, 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗏 emphasizes that such a surge would result in a 3 to 4 figure uptick. Now, rewarding those who have kind of held onto these investments patiently. Now, historically, Stellar has shown resilience, bouncing back from bear markets with impressive gains. If the current pattern holds, we could witness Stellar ending this cycle with a 50x surge from its bear market lows. That's the kind of growth that can really transform portfolios. The community is ecstatic and bullish momentum is building, but what makes this Adam and Eve pattern so significant? Well, it's all about timing and market sentiment aligning perfectly, creating a perfect storm for Stellar's price to skyrocket. Now, let's talk about XRP, right? Recently, XRP surged to a new multi-year high of over $1.50, making it one of the most, top gainers in the crypto market. But what's really driving this unexpected performance? Well, one major catalyst was the resignation of SEC Chair Gary Gensler, which sparked positive sentiments around the XRP ecosystem. This development has opened doors for renewed bullish assertions and investor confidence. Now, pro-crypto lawyer John Deaton has even predicted that XRP will hit the psychological $100 billion market cap, suggesting that XRP could return to its January 2018 valuation levels. While he didn't specify an exact price target, his optimism indicates a bright future for XRP in this bullish cycle. So XRP's performance is not just a flash in the pan either. With its strong fundamentals and ongoing ecosystem developments, many analysts believe that XRP could surprise many investors by outperforming expectations in this particular cycle. As of now, Stellar is trading around the 29-cent level and XRP is around $1.40 per token or coin. Now, these numbers might seem modest compared to their potential, but the upward trajectory suggests they're just getting started. Experts are buzzing with excitement around and about the potential for both Stellar and XRP. But what else are the top analysts saying about the broader crypto market? Well, 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗏 is not the only one bullish on Stellar. Other market spectators, I should say, echo his sentiment, suggesting and highlighting the importance of long-term holding and strategic investments. On the XRP front, John Deaton's prediction about hitting a $100 billion market caps adds another layer of confidence for investors. Market sentiment remains overwhelmingly positive, with Bitcoin and Ethereum also showing strong trends. However, it's the under-the-radar assets like Stellar and XRP or even Cardano that are capturing the spotlight with their explosive growth potential. The crypto community is abuzz with discussions about these developments, from social media threads to dedicated forums. Everyone is sharing their thoughts and predictions, further fueling the bullish momentum. So, what does this all mean for you as an investor? Well, whether you're holding Stellar or XRP, or even considering entering the market, understanding these patterns and expert predictions can help you make more informed decisions. But let's talk about the pros. Stellar's Adam and Eve pattern suggests significant long-term growth. XRP's recent surge and positive sentiment indicate strong short-term potential. Expert predictions add credibility and confidence to these assets. But what about the cons? Well, high volatility in the crypto market can lead to rapid price swings. Regulatory uncertainties, they still loom, especially for XRP. Market competition from other cryptocurrencies may also impact growth. But balancing these factors is key to building a robust crypto portfolio. Remember, right, diversification is essential in mitigating risk and maximizing potential returns. Stellar's XLM is on the brink of a potential four-figure surge, thanks to a 7-year Adam and Eve pattern, while XRP continues to impress with its recent multi-year high and strong market sentiment. These developments highlight the dynamic nature of the cryptocurrency market and the opportunities it presents for savvy investors. What do you think about Stellar and XRP's latest performance? Are you holding, buying, or selling? Let me know in the comments down below. Did you know that Grayscale's Stellar Lumens Trust just submitted its latest 10K filing, and it could shake up the crypto market? Whether you're a seasoned investor or just crypto curious, you won't want to miss this. Today we're diving into the latest developments surrounding Grayscale's Stellar Lumens Trust, what it means for XLM holders, and the broader implications for the cryptocurrency market. First up, let's talk about the Grayscale Stellar Lumens Trust recent 10K filing. What exactly is this document, and why should you care? Well, the 10K filing is an annual report that provides a comprehensive overview of a company's financial performance and operations. For Grayscale's Stellar Lumens Trust, this means a detailed look into how they're managing Stellar Lumens XLM and their overall investment strategy. The trust is structured as a Delaware stationary trust, issuing shares to accredited investors in exchange for deposits of XLM. Their main objective to ensure that the value of these shares reflect the value of XLM held by the trust, minus expenses and liabilities. But here's the kicker. The shares have historically traded on both premiums and discounts to the trust's net asset value, NAV, per share. Why does this matter? Well, trading at a premium or a discount can significantly impact investor returns. A premium means shares are more expensive than the underlying asset, while a discount offers a more attractive entry point. Understanding this dynamic is crucial for anyone holding or considering investing in GXLM shares. Now, let's discuss where Grayscale keeps their XLM and what that means for investors. The Trust XLM are securely held by Coinbase Custody Trust Company, LLC. Now, Coinbase Custody is known for its robust security measures, providing peace of mind that your digital assets are safe. However, there's no redemption program in place. This means that the shares of the trust are not redeemable by the trust itself. So, if you're looking to liquidate your investment, you'll need to do so through the secondary market. This lack of a redemption option can affect liquidity and investor flexibility, especially during volatile market conditions. Additionally, the trust emphasizes that shares are not redeemable, which underscores the importance of understanding the investment's liquidity profile before diving in. Now, let's dive into the elephant in the room, the risks associated with investing in Grayscale Stellar Lumens Trust and the broader digital asset market. The 10K filing highlights several key risk factors that every investor should be aware of. First, there's extreme volatility in trading prices. Cryptocurrencies are or in the market, I should say, is notoriously unpredictable, and XLM is no exception to that. Price swings can lead to significant gains or losses, making it a high-risk investment. Next up, regulatory changes. The crypto landscape is constantly evolving, and new regulations can have profound impacts. For instance, if XLM or transactions in XLM are deemed securities, the trust could face additional regulations, leading to extraordinary expenses or even termination of the trust. Furthermore, the trust relies on third-party services like Coinbase custody, which introduces additional layers of risk. Any issues with these providers could directly impact the trust's operation and consequently your investments. So let's talk money, specifically the expenses that come with investing in Grayscale's Stellar Lumen Trust. According to the 10K filing, the trust incurs a sponsor's fee, which is paid in XLM. Now, additionally, there are extraordinary expenses that could arise from regulatory or legal actions. These costs can eat into the trust's net asset value, potentially impacting shareholders' returns. Understanding these expenses is vital for assessing the trust's financial health and long-term sustainability. High fees or unexpected costs could reduce the overall value of your investment over time. Another critical aspect covered in the filing is the potential impact of forks, airdrops, and similar events in the trust holdings and operations. For those unfamiliar, a fork occurs when a blockchain diverges into two separate paths. One can create uncertainty, which can create uncertainty and affect the asset's value. Airdrops, new tokens that are distributed to existing holders, can influence the trust's holdings. These events can lead to increased volatility or dilution of asset value, posing additional risks for investors. And Grayscale must navigate all these kind of occurrences carefully to maintain the trust's stability and the value of its shares. Lastly, the filing touches on shareholders' rights and potential conflicts of interest. Shareholders in the trust have limited rights under the trust agreement, meaning they have minimal influence over management decisions. This can be a point of concern for investors who prefer more control over their investments. Moreover, the trust relies heavily on its sponsor, introducing potential conflicts of interest. Ensuring that the sponsor acts in the best interest of the shareholders is crucial for maintaining trust and integrity within the investment structure. So, that was a lot to unpack, but let's quickly recap the key points. Grayscale Stellar Lumen Trust's latest 10K filing shed light on their investment strategy, custody agreements with Coinbase, and various risks tied to the digital assets, volatility, and of course regulatory changes. We've also explored the trust's expense structures and the potential impact of forks and airdrops for the investors. So where is kind of the crypto market heading, right? With increased regulatory scrutiny and market volatility, it's clear that staying informed is more important than ever. Grayscale's moves with their Stellar Lumen Trust could set the tone for future digital asset investments. So keep an eye on all of these developments. But let's hear from you. What is your take on Grayscale's latest filing? Are you bullish or bearish on XLM? Let us know in the comments down below. Buckle up, because today we're diving into why XLM is soaring and what you need to watch out for. First up, let's talk about Stellar Lumen's incredible resurgence. Did you know that XLM has risen for 3 consecutive weeks, hitting its highest levels since 2021? Now, the price has surged to an astonishing 30.52 cents, riding the wave of the ongoing cryptocurrency bull run and the classic fear of missing out, or FOMO, among investors. But what's really fueling this surge? Stellar isn't alone in this climb. Its rally actually coincides with Ripple's impressive jump to $1.50, the highest since May 31st. This synchronized move is largely driven by investor optimism that the SEC's litigation litigation with Ripple Labs will conclude favorably. When major players in the crypto space like Ripple perform well, it's natural for related assets like Stellar to follow suit. Now, Stellar's strong comeback isn't just a standalone event. It highlights the interconnected nature of the cryptocurrency market, where the success of one coin can lift others connected by technology and purpose. Now, you might be wondering, what makes XLM and XRP such a powerful duo in the crypto landscape? Well, both were designed with a common goal: to disrupt the payment industry. Ripple aims to simplify global money transfers for institutions, making cross-border transactions faster and cheaper. On the other hand, Stellar focuses on facilitating peer-to-peer payments, making financial services more accessible to individuals. But here's where it gets even more interesting. 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗔𝗥𝗘, one of the co-founders of Ripple, went on to found Stellar. This shared heritage means that historically XLM and XRP have moved in tandem, reflecting their intertwined destinies. Looking ahead, investors are buzzing with anticipation that some companies will file for Stellar and XRP ETFs in 2025. In fact, we've already seen some people doing just that. And if that does continue to happen, and it could open the floodgates for more institutional investments, potentially driving prices even higher. So what's the overall outlook for XLM? Well, the potential, or the current sentiment, is overwhelmingly bullish, right? With the ongoing crypto rally, Stellar Lumens is positioned to continue its upward trajectory. The combination of market momentum, strong fundamentals, and investor optimism create a fertile ground for XLM's growth. However, as with any investment, it's essential to be aware of the potential risks that could impact this positive trend. So let's delve into 3 key factors that could lead to a reversal in XLM's price movement. First up, mean reversion. So this is a financial theory suggesting that asset prices and historical returns eventually return to their long-term average. In XLM's case, the price has surged a whopping 142% above its 50-week and 200-week exponential moving averages during the current rally. If mean reversion takes hold, we could see XLM's price dip back towards these moving averages. This isn't necessarily a bad thing. It could mean a healthy correction after a significant run up, but it's something investors should watch closely. Second, XLM is showing signs of being extremely overbought. The Relative Strength Index, or RSI, has climbed to 83, and the stochastic oscillator lines are nearing 100. For those unfamiliar, an RSI above 70 typically indicates an asset is overbought, meaning it might be overvalued and due for a price correction. While rising oscillators reflect strong market momentum, they often precede sharp declines. This could mean that after the current rally, XLM might experience a significant pullback before continuing its uptrend. Lastly, let's talk about the break and retest pattern. Last week, Stellar broke above its key resistance level of 16.24 cents, the same level it hit back in July of 2023. In most cases, when a financial asset breaks through a resistance level, it often retests that level as a new support before continuing its bullish trend. This means that we might see Stellar XLM dip back to 16.24 cents before potentially resuming its uptrend movement. Now, it's a common pattern in technical analysis that traders watch closely to gauge the strength of a trend. Stellar Lumens is currently riding a strong wave in the crypto market, supported by its impressive comeback and its connection with Ripple. However, investors should keep an eye on potential risks like mean reversion, overbought indicators, and break and retest patterns that could lead to a temporary price reversal. So, where do we go from here? Well, the outlook remains bullish. Staying informed and vigilant is key. The crypto market is ever evolving, and being prepared for both up upward surges and possible corrections can make all the difference in your investment journey. If you found this analysis helpful, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and you can let me know what you think of Stellar's performance in the comments down below. Now, let's go ahead and jump into the XLM charts, and I'll share my thoughts on where I think the price is heading next. Okay, so here we have Stellar, XLM, paired up with USDT. We're on the one-day Binance chart, and what a magical and fantastic thing to look at right there, right? A fantastic surge to the upside, right? So on this daily chart, we can see from the 5th of August here, we've had a very significant run to the upside, a 526%. Okay, we can actually see there's a lot of data, lots of analysis that we've done historically here for XLM. I'm going to go ahead and clear out some of this noise, and we're going to then just focus on what we've got going on here at the moment, right? So what's going on in the here and the now. So as you can see, this is a very impulsive move to the upside. Okay, and it's tracking very, very nicely. So I would look at this in through the lens that this is all a big wave 3. Okay, so still looking for more room to the upside before we kind of get into a correction. So a correction is going to be due, and it is going to be a pretty significant one. Do I think 16 cents? No, I don't think it's going to go that low, but I could be wrong on that, but we'll see, right? So inside here, I'm going to pull this down to a 4-hour time frame just so we can see some of the data that is going on. So here you can see, again, more of these big kind of impulsive movements to the upside, from all the way down at these low ends as well. Okay, so looking really, really strong. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the most recent movements here on this 4-hour time frame. So in fact, I might actually take it to a 1 hour just so that we can see right inside here this little 5-wave move. Then we're having this. This is a classic move as well. So lower lows, lower highs, wedging down like this. We are going to be looking for another break to the upside on XLM on the 1 hour time frame. We are of course overbought on all of these time frames, right? So what we're talking about from like the news aspect of things, we can quite clearly see overbought weekly, daily, 8-hour, 4-hour, and the hourly is still actually looking quite reasonable. Okay, so we do know that there's a lot of overbought issues going on there, but we are looking for another move to the upside. I don't think this run is over just yet based on all these patterns and the way that this is working. Okay, so it's looking strong from that kind of point of view. I'm just going to zoom out just a fraction here to see if there's any kind of major areas. There wasn't anything jumping out at me saying like this is a critical point where we should be concerned. Just to me looks like we can continue to hold out those long positions a little bit longer. Now if I come back to where we were back in 2021, you can see the pockets of resistances and the previous all-time high. So I'm going to go ahead and snap the all-time high there, or at least the previous bull market high up there. And we'll go ahead and reflect on this pocket of resistance here. Okay, I'm just going to pull that across there for a second. And also we'll pull in to... Yeah, I think this is actually quite a key area right up here. All of that. It's quite wide, but it's an interesting point of reference. So if I pull these across, you can see that we've taken out the first one, and we're looking for that next one. So when it comes to thinking about the price action here, you can see that we are not closing above this previous area. Okay, so this was previous resistance. What we want to do is we want to see a daily close above that reference point. Okay, so for that, we're talking a closed position on the daily time frame above 44.12. If we can do that, I think we'll have a continued move to the upside where we can then start thinking about 58 cents, which would be a very interesting Fibonacci level. That comes in at 0.618 of 58 cents there. So I do think there's upward moves here that's still potential, and we do have those targeted ranges a little bit higher up there. Now, from our daily stochastic RSI, it's moving up still, right? So yes, it's overbought, but it's not actually seeing a crossover. Okay, and what we mean by that is you see reversals when the white line, or sorry, the yellow line crosses lower than the white line. Okay, that's when you see a reversal. At the moment, we have upward movement still here on the daily. Okay, and we are not looking for a cross. So we haven't got that point where momentum's shifting completely, but it is going to at some point soon. Now, if I bring in our relative strength index, you can see this is aggressively overbought on the RSI. And the RSI is a long-term trend. So we do know that the long-term trend is still bullish. Now, it hasn't hit 100 yet. 100 is the maximum that an RSI can hit. Okay, so currently at the point of recording, we on this USDT pairing anyway, it's at 92.56. Okay, so we can still see continuation of this. This is a slow-moving oscillator, though, so it's not going to be as sensitive to price movements like the stochastic variation, but it's very interesting. Our MACD histogram is showing very impressive breakout. Okay, so if I zoom out of this, you can see that we haven't seen these kind of impulsive breaks on the MACD histogram since way back in November of 2020 and potentially even January 2021. This is what I've been talking about on the channel, and I know not a lot of people have been keeping up to date with the Bitcoin videos that I was putting out. Those Bitcoin videos, I was going through the direct impact of the US election on the cryptocurrency market, specifically Bitcoin, and what tends to happen. And well, for me, this is kind of playing out exactly as we've been talking about in those videos, because after the US election, we see green in the market, significant amounts of green. Okay, there's usually a little bit of a cooling off before we get into inauguration. That's late January, so I do expect a bit of a cooling off. And then after the inauguration, January, we see just explosive gains, more so than what we're currently witnessing, right? So if we start thinking about what happened previously, which is what I deleted off this video at the very beginning there, if we go ahead and find those ghost bars, so if I copy the previous bullish market that we had here, okay, for Stellar, and we take these bar patterns and we go ahead and move these bar patterns over to kind of what we see over here, you can kind of see, right, we have that initial surge, we had the correction, and then you get into this very explosive move to the upside. Okay, so this pattern that we see, we kind of plays out time and time and time again. Okay, this is a lot more explosive because of everything that's kind of been bottled up. It's like letting that genie out of the bottle for the first time in like a million years, right? Essentially what you're seeing here is that you had this very explosive move to the upside, driven from a lot of the fundamental news, that the potential regulatory changes, the Gary Gensler situation, the SEC situation, Trump being in power, potentially bringing in crypto regulations. Then you've got the advisors to the president in terms of the crypto side. So you've got, you know, Charles Hoskinson talking to Ripple, Charles Hoskinson talking to Stellar, right? And so you're seeing XLM performing very, very well. And I think this is going to continue. Now, our long-term vision still very much remains here. Okay, we're looking for 215 to 482. It's not too far off what some of those other analysts are saying, you know, predicting out $5 levels. They talk about an Adam and Eve pattern, but I'm not a big believer in that. That kind of theory. I'm more about Elliott wave tracking the behavior of people. But looking at this, we have previous resistance sandwiched between the 0.618 and the 0.702, basically 58.24 to 77.63. From here, I would expect a reversal. Okay, so test out the previous highs, look for a cooling off, maybe coming down to this previous area of resistance, somewhere in and around that area of 38 to 44. Get a big reset and then a big break, and we're going to be looking for that break towards $2 to $5 in my opinion. So everything on Stellar is kind of playing out very, very nicely, and as expected, I guess, for people who have been kind of in the bear market, watching and plotting everything that's been going on and understanding. If you've just come into the space, there's a lot of stuff you've missed out on, and there's a lot of stuff you probably have to catch up with. And a good place to start would be joining us in our free Discord server linked in the description down below. And if your budget allows, joining our memberships, because we hold AMAs once a week where you can ask us all your direct questions. But we also hold technical analysis sessions daily down in the Discord server as well for those members. So go ahead and check that out, linked in the description down below. I don't think you'll regret it. But for Stellar here, it's kind of playing out very much as we've been kind of talking and articulating about it over the last few months or so. But of course, it's just my thoughts and opinions on the data in the charts as I see it. What do you think? Let me know in the comments down below, or join us in our free Discord server and we can continue the conversations down there. If you found this video helpful, useful, informative, smash the like button. If you're new, subscribe, and don't forget to check out that video right there. It's not one that you want to miss.